Hello and welcome to Elizabeth's Craft Room. Today we're going to make this lovely Festive Flurry ornament. There are some in the catalogue, in the autumn winter catalogue from Stampin Up. And I have to say I'm not quite sure how the ones in the catalogue were done, so I just had a little play and this is what I came up with. So I'm going to share this with you today. Okay, let's put this to one side. We're going to start off with some Whisper White cardstock. The Festive Flurry stamps, you get 4 sizes, and I've got the wood mount. Love the new wood mount boxes. So I'm going to start off by stamping 2 of the largest one. There are different colour ways that you can do this in. Today I am going to do it in some greys and blues and those sort of colours. You could do it with our silver as well, or embossed. Lots of different options. So I'm going to start off by stamping 2 of the largest ones in Soft Sky. I love this new Soft Sky colour. It's just so beautiful and pale and perfect for kind of snowflake looks. Right, so I'll now bring in the Big Shot and cut those out. So we are going to use the framelits that match this stamp set. And these, of course, also come in all the 4 sizes. So I'll start off by running this one through the Big Shot. And using the new magnetic plate, it's nice and easy to get those little points just perfectly lined up. And, whoops, and not worry about that moving when I'm waving the Big Shot around and bouncing my camera up and down. So I'll go ahead and stamp some more of these and cut them out and come back to you. Right, I'm just cutting the last of my snowflake shapes, and I'll just show you a little tip that I would suggest when you're using these framelits, or any framelits that have got little bits and pieces, is support them underneath and just give those little ends a poke out with your thumb. Rather than trying to tear them out, you can actually tear the cardstock if you're not careful. If you just give them a little poke out quite near to those detailed edge bits, they're very well behaved then. Okay. So I'll put that aside and show you what I've actually cut. So we've got 2 of the largest ones. Then we've got 4 of the grey ones, which are the second one down. We've got 2 of the second smallest ones, and I've done those in pistachio pudding. And then 2 of the tiny ones. And I'm doing these in basic grey at the moment. I would suggest Smoky Slate, but my Smoky Slate ink pad is right at the bottom of a big bag that I'm taking out to a workshop later. So I've actually done mine in basic grey, and I have stamped off a little. So I'm just going to take these aside because this is the one that we need to work with. Now, what I need to do now is to score from the tip to the tip of each snowflake, and from the valley to the valley of each snowflake. So I've brought in my Simply Scored scoring tool, but I'm going to use a little cheat. This is the chalk marker that is in the Stampin' Up Autumn Winter catalogue, and I'm going to make a little chalk line for myself. And don't worry about doing this on your board, it cleans off quite well afterwards with a wipe. And that just makes it so much easier for me to line up where those valleys and peaks are. And it's going to really speed up the process of being able to score around all of those snowflakes. You go all the way around, This is my last one on this one, until you've scored. And I don't know how well you can see that. That probably catches it. You can actually see I've got score lines now all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and do those other 4. Okay, right, I have now scored all of these, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a pair of paper snips and snip one of the valley folds, and then just go round and do a concertina fold backwards and forwards on each of these little pieces. And so you can see how easy it's going to be to form a kind of 3D snowflake, which is going to give some bulk to our ornament when we're finished. Okay, and to put those together, I'm going to use Tombow. I'm just going to put Tombow on 2 of the facing sides. So these would be the bits that we folded down first, and then pop those together. Whoops. And once I've lined those up properly, give those a bit of a squeeze together, and then go on the other side, same thing. Line those up and give those a squeeze, and that'll pop those pieces together. So, right, so I've put my 2 the scalloped snowflakes together by doing that fold and sticking those with Tombow. So now it's time to assemble my ornament. So I'm going to start off with my 2 pale blue layers. This is the largest one, and I want those first layers to go onto there. Now if you have a hot glue gun, you could do it with that, but I don't. Don't worry, you can still do this without a hot glue gun. You can do it with some dimensionals. So I'm going to put a few on there just to hold this in place. Take those off, and this is going to give it first of all some height, and as I say, some structure, but also it's going to hold those folds in place just fine. So just give that a press down onto the folds, and there you can see that works fine with dimensionals. So I'll go ahead and do that on the other one too. And here we go. And if you can see on here, I actually missed a bit of stamping. When I was stamping, I stamped off a bit too much on my basic grey, but I knew that was going to be hidden, so I'm not worried about the fact that that's a little bit pale around that side. So the next layer is going to be the pistachio pudding colour on mine. So I'm just giving that a little press in the middle just to enhance the shape. And again, I'm putting 2 dimensionals now right in the middle of those. Oops. And then we'll press those down on top. And then the final one. We just need 1 dimensional now in the middle. Pop that one on. And on this one here, I have 2 of my large pearls left, so I'm going to finish off this particular one by putting pearls in the middle. You could put some little circles of glimmer paper, some little stars of glimmer paper. Could put some pretty brads, buttons, whatever you like. I put one of our faceted buttons on this one, which gives it a bit of shine as well. Now, I am all out of the gorgeous, gorgeous silver ribbon that I used on here, and I do think that is by far the best thing to use on there. So I'm going to use some regular ribbon. I'm just deciding what colour to use. I've got some green, I've got some, I think that's going to be a bit bright. I think I've got some, that one left. I think I'm going to go for the vanilla one that I've got left here. But as I say, I personally think that silver is going to be much prettier on there. And all I'm going to do is turn this one over, and I want my loop in order to be able to hang this, and a couple of tails coming down. So what I'm going to do is actually stick that with a bit of Christmas washi tape. It'd be just some sticky tape or some double-sided tape, whichever you prefer. That washi tape will do fine. We'll hold that in place. And then I'm going to put some Tombow, and I'm going to put that all over and make sure that I get some on all those little snowflake edges, because by having the 2 layers, let's put that down, sway that ribbon across a little bit here, by having the 2 layers of designer series paper, it's not designer paper, it's cardstock, it'll just give it a little bit more strength when you hang the ornament. So I'm now going to line this up and literally go round and press on each of those little edge pieces. And as you can see, it's very well behaved, it's quite easy to do. Take my ribbon scissors and give those tails a trim. And there you go. So those could be hung on the Christmas tree. They could be hung on a gift, as in the Stampin' Up catalogue. There's a little sample there, but I just think they are so cute. Anybody would like to receive one of those. So thank you for visiting Elizabeth's Craft Room today. I look forward to seeing you again soon.